We need more cowbell!
Okay guys, check this one out. I'm starting to see a little bit of a trend coming back on this type of sleeper. So I have this as a fresh arrival, 2021 Pete 389. And this one has a 72 inch, or as you old school guys know, is a 63 inch mid-roof sleeper. And this one is bright blue with gunmetal gray fenders. So I'm curious about the feedback on this color, guys. If you totally hate this color, then give me a reach out and I'll tell you who to complain to. No, I'm just kidding. I got a good buddy that I work with, and he helped me did the color selection on this one, and so we razz each other quite a bit. And if you want to partake in giving him a hard time, that's totally 100% cool with me. This is a 290 wheelbase. And again, one of the things that I really have grown to love about this sleeper are those beautiful rounded corners and all the cool mods and everything that you can get for these. They're pretty slick, as opposed to a 78 inch sleeper. It's just got really nice lines. I love it. I did 6 lights on the back. I did not do deck plating. When I do deck plating from the factory, by OSHA regulation, they have to put on the handles on the back. So I know some of you guys don't like that. It really dirties up the back of the sleeper, so we left this one clean. We can add that back on. Here's something else that's going on, guys, due to federal regulations, and I love the fact that Peterbilt just bolts these on. That way we can tidy them up a little bit, but from the factory they're kind of ugly. But by federal regulation now, we're required to put a midship light on these trucks once you pass a certain wheelbase. So we did Peterbilt oval rims, 11R22.5, tall rubber. Bridgestones. I picked the M760s because they don't throw rocks as bad as some of the other Bridgestones that I've picked. They got nice siping on them. Holland fifth wheel. Did a 30-inch slide, and then I think I did a -6 setting, so you can slide 6 inches back from center. This one does have 336 rears, and it has interaxle locks. 150 gallon tank on that side, 110 on this side. It's got a bunk heater. They did a nice polish job on this one out of the factory. Really like how they did it. Good job to the guys at Pete on their polishing that day. A lot of them we get hairline scratches. Just the hood crown and everything looks really pretty on this one. So you can kind of see that bright blue. It's got a nice amount of metal flake. It's not a glass flake, it's a metal flake. Of course, yeah, 565 Cummins air ride. Now these are dual, so there's one of these on each side. And then what I did was I put a spare switch right here. It's one of these right here out of the dash to tie into, so if you want to do something cool and trick, maybe put some dump valves on your front suspension so you can squat it down at the truck stop, make it look cool. I'll have a video up on one of those here in a couple days where we did that. One of my other goals on this truck was to build it a little bit lighter but have the longer wheelbase. Once you go above 280 wheelbase, Peterbilt requires us to sleeve the frame at least 10 feet. It is going to help you last a little longer, but it adds about 250 pounds. So I was hoping to get this truck under 18,000 pounds. And I can do it. I just have to make some other mods And if you need me to spec one up for you, give me a call, 970-518-5520, and we can talk about that. I did the Sears Atlas 80 seats. And then we put the, again, I talked about this before, this section you can unbolt and you can remount this seat down. So if you want to do a mod kit to drop your seat on the cheap, that's a good way to do it. You can see here we did a black and tan interior. There's a couple new little things that Peterbilt's doing inside, and hopefully they're going to be improvements, but only time will tell. They've changed the switches over here a little bit. When you feel them, they feel a little bit tighter than the old switches. So hopefully that'll be a nice little improvement. We were able to get a full 15 gauges on the right B panel on this truck. Actually, on this one I forgot. I put a PTO switch instead of the electric over air switch. However, we are going to possibly do another truck that we're going to do an air ride drop and use a spare on this one here. So we got to take some of the tape off the dash here. It just got here today. And then one of the other modifications that I just noticed when we were moving this truck out is, and one of my complaints is the cheap stereo that they put in these expensive trucks. And Concert Class came out with a new stereo. I've turned it on a little bit, and you know, for a stock stereo, this one has a much improved sound system on there. So take a step back into the sleeper area. I'm really surprised at how much more room is available in here than I kind of originally anticipated, but essentially we're in a stand-up flat top. Again, we got a S-bar bunk heater, all your other controls in here. Truck is real quiet too. A lot of sound buffering in here. They actually match the tan on the face of the door. I didn't see that, and I don't know if they're doing that in the 78s now too. I haven't heard. Of course, you have your desk area. They've made some minor changes on here. I think they're making these a little deeper. These you can pull out. We'll be building a few more of these for some other guys here. Quick shout out to Sundeep. We might be doing a custom for him. Sliding rear window too. That's a nice little touch. So there you go, guys. This is a 2021 bright blue 389 290 wheelbase. If you have any questions, give me a call, 970-518-5520. If you like these videos, as always, I ask you click the button in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe. We'd love to have you, and I hope y'all are staying safe out there and avoiding all the bad stuff in the world that's going on. We appreciate y'all. Thanks. Have a great day.